10th anniversary of the Fix event here in EMEA, and it's record-breaking in terms of the number of registrants we've had. We've had over 1,000 that registered for today's event, and I think it's just a testament to the success. And the beauty of this event is we have our members that come together, they pull together the content, they get the speakers, they suggest the speakers, and it's really by the industry for the industry, as we always say. And I think that some of what comes out of today's event is really what sets the agenda for us going into the rest of next year in terms of topics and areas. Obviously, there's the topics that we've been looking at. MiFID 2 has been a driving one for us over the last 2 years. That implementation date is behind us. Now it's talking about what are some of the issues that have popped up that need to be addressed, and what do we need to do as an entire industry coming together to help solve some of those problems. I think Fix does a great job because it is, as I say, it's all of the firm types coming together. It's the sell side, the buy side, the regulators, the exchanges. It's not just one siloed group of firms, and it's really working together. A lot of, I feel, the great thing about working with Fix is all of our members are really passionate about getting involved. Obviously, this is not their day job. Being on a committee call, being on a working group call is not part of their day job. It might help, obviously, their day job, but I think the people that we get to come to these events, the people that we hear on our group calls are really interested, in what's being talked about, and really wanting to find out, how to grow Fix as an organization, and it's not only about changes to the protocol, it's about, perhaps other areas that pop up. Cybersecurity, what should we be doing in that space? It might not, it might mean best practices or standardized guidelines that we might come up with. Blockchain, where should we be going in that area? I think we've been looking at that for the last couple of years, but it's a combination of folks from the business and the technology side of the business, and I think that's really what makes it a success, is all of them working together. So for sure, the aftermath of MiFID 2 and what particular issues need to be addressed. I think MiFID 2 has probably come up in every single one of the sessions that we have heard here today. I think electronification of fixed income in that space, we've had 2 sessions focused on the fixed income area, and it is one from a protocol perspective. We have had capability in terms of coverage, but the adoption hasn't really been there. So it's something that we need to work on as an organization and find the right people. Obviously, Fix is born in the equities world, and that's where it came from. And it's just finding, our friends here on the equity side, and who are their colleagues, on the fixed income side, and bringing them to the table. So I think that's another space. Fix covers the entire trading process, right? It started out in the pre-trade, trade, through post-trade, kind of pre-allocation space. The post-trade, there's a lot of inefficiencies in that space. So I think, so one of the main areas we're going to be looking at for sure going into the next year is how Fix can help with some of those issues and really standardize that entire process of post-trade. So obviously, a lot of the topics that were discussed at today's event, in some way, shape, or form, we do have a working group, we do have a committee focused on those. There's also perhaps some topics that have come up through some of the discussions where we don't have a group, or you might have been attending today and thought of an issue that, well, that needs to be addressed, and where should I go? You should come to us, and you should get involved. Our agenda for the year is always set by our members, so please don't hesitate. And again, it's those on the business and the technology side. We have groups focused on those 2 sides of the business. So I think come to the program office, go on our website. Our website is full of a load of information, but we also have obviously the details to contact us and really come to us directly and tell us, what are your issues? We'll tell you, yes, we have a group looking at that, or we actually have solved that problem. Here's the paper that you need to look at, to really help you out. Or, you know what, we haven't actually put that on the agenda yet, but now we will because you brought it up.